forget what day it is. How many days until? Welcome back with a 90-degree day, high humidity. It's Wednesday. It's been high humidity, high heat since Sunday. It's the 4th to last week. So when I'm done with this week, I'll have 3 weeks to go as of this Saturday till Vermont. And I'm just going out here trying to catch some heat adaptations. And it's been really sweaty and challenging, and you can see how sweaty and challenged I am. And it's gross, but it's what's going on. And I finally measured my weight before I left yesterday for my run, and then again when I got back, and I measured my weight before I left for this run, and I'm going to do it right when I go walk in the front door. I found out yesterday that at 102 degrees, not including dew point, I lost 1.5 liters fluid an hour. So I'm going to have to see what I am right now at more like 92 or 93 degrees. Actual temperature, not real feel. I don't know what the real feel is today. I'm going to check that. We'll see how that goes. But so now I'm at 30 miles for the week today, because I did 10 on Monday through that blazing heat. I did 7.5 yesterday through the almost record, one of the hottest days we've ever had in Massachusetts, in Boston ever, since 18, whatever it is, 20 something. And then again, another hot one today. Not anything like, felt way better than it did yesterday, that's for sure. But I did 12.5 today, so 10 plus 7.5 plus 12.5 is 30. So I am at 30 miles for the week. So I'm going to I need to get at least 80 again this week. So I got to do, I think I'm going to do 20 and 20 the next 2 days. So that'll bring me to 50, 70, and then it'll leave me the option of just 10 on the weekend. That's what I want to do. That's what I'm trying to shoot for. But it's just really, this is the last week I really, really must push. Next week, I can back it off if I want to. I'm probably going to try and keep pushing if I can fit it into my schedule. But this week is hypercritical that I get a lot. And yeah, not a lot to say today. Listening to this Designing Your Life book by these design professors at Stanford. And it's a book that I've listened to a whole bunch of times before, including and read once, and I gave it away to a friend at some point. And it's just been interesting to sort of confirm about whether the things that I'm trying to do right now and accomplish and move forward my life on are maybe the right moves or not. And I think I've learned that I'm doing okay. I think what I do need to do is redo my resume with a whole different philosophy in mind. But I might be, and it brought up ideas about how to fit running into my life, because I really do I think if I think about the hierarchy of things people identities I have, I think runner is frankly obviously one of the highest ones in the deck, which is why it is that I'm talking about it in front of the world on YouTube. But also why I spend, I just did, what was that? I was still showing my watch? Yeah. 2 hours, 11 minutes for that little exercise in this blazing heat, but I love it. It's fun. I'm enjoying doing this. So I think that needs to be part of my identity, and it would be nice if I could make that into what I do for my work for my day. And so that's what I'm taking away from that, and that's what I am doing by making all these videos. But also maybe I can figure out how to do more with it. So I'm going to continue to think on that. Yeah, that's it. Short one today. See you tomorrow. All right, this is the end of the second run of the day today. Today being, 24 days out. Is that right? I'm in Is that right? 24 days out. And I just did another 10. And it is just barely still 24 days out because it is 11:47 p.m. I just got back, just took all my clothes off, and because I'm running so much, I'm sweating through my clothes so bad. What I've taken to doing is taking my clothes off and throwing them in the sink and filling the sink up with water when I get home and leaving them in there for like 10 minutes and then rinsing them out and squeezing them out and then hanging them up to dry in the bathtub. And they are dry by the next time I need them, and it saves me from doing like insane amounts of laundry at this time of year. So it's been working great. I'm really happy about that. Sorry, belly's really itchy right now. But yeah, I feel pretty good actually, frankly, for having just finished off 20 miles at the earlier 12 today. Not 20, 22.5, come to think of it, because I need to make up 2.5 for yesterday because I only did 7.5 yesterday. So that made it 10 there. Even though that's a 10, then I did another 20 basically on top of that today instead of just another 10 on top of it. So that means today being Wednesday, I've finished 40 miles in the week. So that's really pretty good. This weekend might be challenging to get the miles done. It's the really thing that's on my mind, so that's one of the reasons why I pushed forward with it today. But today's also the last of the hot days that we will have had, and so I'm not going to get much hot weather training again for a few days, although it looks like basically all next week is going to be hot again, so who knows. In any event, anyway, yeah, I feel fine. The shoes that I've been complaining about, those Brooks black and neon yellow ones, I realize they're now up at 510 or something miles. So I should have only done 350, I think, probably. And I didn't like them in the beginning, and now I'm just like pulverizing them. So I don't know, maybe it's good for me, maybe it's not. It's certainly saving me some money on shoes, I guess. So that's helpful and good. And then I guess the last thing I'll say is that I did have, miraculously today, I had some potentially good news on the work front. We'll see about that later. It's only an initial thing, but I'll talk about it more if something happens with it. But yeah, good, doing good with the mileage for now for this week. It's gonna cool off. That's actually gonna be really nice. Gonna be able to stack on some more miles. So maybe I'll make this a 90-mile week instead of a 80-mile. I've been thinking it was gonna be 80, but maybe I'll make it 90 if I can find the time and I can find it logistically in my day. So anyway, off to bed. Good night. Bye. Which means that technically I should be tapering, but tapering starting in 2 days, but I'm not gonna do that. I taper with 2 weeks to go. That's just what I gotta do in my life.